Swiss Family Robinson by Johann David Weiss. Adapted by H.Q. Mitchell and Marileni Malkoyani. Published and copyright MM Publications 2021.
Chapter 2. The storm that the pastor's family had been caught in was similar to the one that had brought the adventurer to the island. For 7 days their ship fought with monstrous waves, but the strong winds blew it further and further off its course. The ship shook and tossed out of control until it finally crashed onto a rock. Nothing could be done to move it from where it was stuck. The crew feared that they would sink.
"Save yourselves!"
cried the captain.
"Quick! Get on the lifeboats!"
The boats were filling up quickly, so the pastor rushed to get his family.
"Be brave, dear ones!"
He yelled as he led them to the deck. Unfortunately, when the family went up on deck to board the lifeboats, the ship's crew had already disappeared. They realized that they were alone.
"Have they forgotten us?"
cried Franz, the youngest of the boys, who was 6 years old.
"What will happen to us now?"
The father advised his family to stay calm. Exhausted and afraid, the boys finally fell asleep. The pastor and Elizabeth, his wife, stayed awake, thinking of ways to save the family. The first rays of morning light brought fresh hope. The family were thankful that the wind had stopped, and they were relieved to see some land nearby.
"It looks like an island,"
said the pastor.
"Let's swim to land while the sea is calm,"
suggested the 14-year-old Fritz.
"That may be easy for you,"
said the second son, 12-year-old Ernest.
"You are a strong swimmer, but the rest of us aren't. Why not build a raft?"
"Great idea, Ernest,"
said the pastor.
"Now, let's all search through the ship for equipment to build a small raft. You should also look for anything that could be useful to take to the island,"
he added. Fritz found guns and bullets. Ernest found nails, an axe, scissors, a hammer, and other building tools. Even young Franz found fishing hooks. Elizabeth announced that she had found and fed a cow, a donkey, 6 sheep and 2 goats. There were also some chickens, a rooster, geese and pigeons. Suddenly the third son, 10-year-old Jack, was heard screaming.
"Help! Help!"
2 large dogs, Turk and Ponto, had leapt out of the captain's cabin. The pastor rushed to Jack, only to find the 2 dogs jumping around happily. Jack laughed and rode on Turk's back.
"Hey, Daddy, it's like riding a horse,"
he said.
"The dogs will be useful for hunting once we get to the island, don't you think?"
he said to his father.
"Yes, but first we need to get there,"
said the pastor.
"It doesn't look difficult,"
said Jack.
"Put us all in a big tub and let us float to shore."
"A very good idea, Jack,"
said the pastor. He remembered seeing 8 empty casks on one of the ship's decks, and now Jack's suggestion made him think of joining the casks together in order to create a boat made of barrels. When he told his family about it, however, not everyone liked this idea.
"I will never get into one of those,"
cried Elizabeth. However, she changed her mind as soon as she saw the whole thing finished. Once connected by 2 long pieces of wood, the raft finally floated. Each container held a family member, while 2 other barrels carried gunpowder, a sailcloth, and some chickens. The pigeons and geese were set free so they could fly to land, whereas the other animals had to be left behind.
"We'll feed them well now and come back to get them in a few days' time,"
said the pastor. Just as they were about to leave, the mother dropped a large, mysterious bag into France's barrel.
What's this?
Asked the boy.
Shh, it's my magic bag.
Whispered Elizabeth as she got into her barrel. They waved goodbye to the animals, and then something unexpected happened. Turk and Ponto jumped into the sea and swam all the way to the shore.